Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 of my gameplay series of the new patch of Kingdoms Reborn. I'm Icon and the situation isn't that terrific these days. Our little city here has way more hunger than we produce food, and this turns out to be a bit of a problem. The other situation we're suffering from right now is the fact that we have way more jobs compared to laborers. So this is going to be a big problem for us in the long run as well. The medicinal herb production, though, seems to be crazy good, so we don't need to worry about that too much. That's a good thing. The other good thing is, well, we got a lot of resource to work with. Our wool doesn't go down at all, so we can at least afford a lot of stuff. And whatever I can build for myself right now, I can most likely buy. So that's one good thing. All right, so what kind of book do I want to have? I want to have the productivity books. I like them. So can we put them up there? Yeah, we can. Stackable? Stackable. Okay, yeah. I know what I did wrong. Don't mind me. Okay, so let's say the coal mine over there. It is finished, but we don't have any workers. I'm going to turn it off as well, because, there are right now way more important parts of our industry that we need to kick off. So, seriously? The exclamation marks go away when I click that? Bothers me a lot. I don't like it if I have pop-ups. Okay then, so I can also plant cannabis here and coffee. So we got a lot of luxury going on. What's that? Stepped ruin. We are not rich enough for that. Oh, thank you, Uppsala. So kind. Alright, let's wait out this year and see how the situation develops. I mean, a lot of people died last year because of hunger. So there's a decent chance that this year our food production might be better again. I just hope that. We also set up a huge farm up here, but, well, for now it ain't finished. It'll get there, though. The long road over there is also not finished. We are at a pretty problematic situation right now, not gonna lie. And I think I did a mistake by growing that fast. But, I never said that I'm an expert at this game. So I'm fine with failing a bit. What's really important, though, for us is that we keep selling our goods that we don't need anymore, because there's nothing worse than our stockpiles running full and me needing to buy even more or build even more storage area. All those sheep farms pay off quite hard, or heavy, whatever you want to call it. We earn so much food and also wool out of that. So researching tailoring should be a great idea soon, but not without the workers. Without the workers, it's all pretty useless. So let's focus that thing. I hope my people will then also focus the jobs there a little bit more. Because right now we have 69 workers and only 89 jobs. So bad quota. So yeah, now I remember this game had a hidden speed. I didn't play it for a couple of days. Okay, but we're filthy rich. That's one thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I might be even considering buying food instead of producing it, at least for the moment. And people are starving even though we have food. That's sad. This must be a problem within the logistics. But, logistics are hampered, especially when you're low on workers. So it's a self-propelling problem there. Ranch productivity. Farm water management. Farm productivity +8. It's a town slot thing, though. Nah, I'll go for more farming technologies. I'll buy the windmill cart and the pita bakery. So, let's see. Can I build roads there? No. Okay. It's a tragedy that the windmill does not bother affecting the fields up there at this spot. This would be such a good spot otherwise. Nah. Well. Alternatively, I'll put it down here. Yeah, let's do this. This is also a good spot for the windmill. But there's also 4 workers needed there. Man. But for now, I'll just build that thing and not operate it. Because I'm pretty sure that it doesn't need the operators to actually provide the 10-person bonus. Or at least I want to try it. Bakes bread with flour and heat. Yeah, the heat we need to produce via coal. Far away from that yet, but we'll be getting there. I'm sure about that. Okay. It's just bothering me a lot that they're not getting this place here done. Let's amp up the ratio of laborers and builders a little bit. I know this steals workers at other places, but, you know. I could also pull the immigrant card. That would be another option. But I'm a little bit reluctant to do so, because all in all, it is a pretty wobbly and dangerous situation we're in. Although I got a lot of food, a lot of money, so I'm not that worried. Well. A dozen laborers. Haha. Yeah, that's what's happening when winter kicks in, and the fields don't need any work anymore. So I unchecked this now because now the game is really good at putting all the leftover workers that don't need to work there somewhere else now. So food reserve is low. Probably I should have just bought something for that time. Ah, shame on me. Because that stuff will arrive once it's too late. But little do I care. We're still gonna do. That's for next year. Because it's obvious that we're pretty incapable of getting ourselves out of the situation during the next year. Just like that. Oh, look at that. The fish came in time. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. I was already concerned that we'd be losing citizens yet again this year. I'll just keep improving those farming techniques for now. And we keep buying that fish. Isn't this port upgraded yet? No, it's not. I see. Alrighty, so we also bought bricks at the end of the last episode. I totally forgot. Dang. Anywho, so smoking chamber. Delicate gathering. That's iron tools. Okay, we're going to buy ourselves some more tools soon, but one thing at a time. Or, yeah, let's do this. And the fishing lodges get their upgrades too. Yeah, we take some immigrants. I love it that this game always rewards you for picking up immigrants in one way or another. It's just like in real life. Most civilizations actually profit from immigration. And it's a common misconception that immigrants are bad for your economy or for your land. They're only bad if you can't sustain them. In this game, we can even look at it more cruelly and say it is even worth it because it's not really bothering anybody if they die. Okay, that's a little bit hard, but all in all, immigration is never a real problem as long as you can sustain the population. And in real life, in our times today, it's even doubly so because we got food to no end. Okay. let's see how the situation will develop here. So our food consumption is now at 3,410. That's a lot. So upgrading my buildings is absolutely imperative. Otherwise, we'll be just dying. Okay. So fishing lodges are all upgraded now. So who else is producing food here? That's also the fruit gatherers. They're also a very, very vital part of my food gaining. So we can go for delicate gathering here. This one is upgraded already. This one here produces nothing. So this dude can go, as well as this dude here. They are... I built them when... in a different time. When there was really something to achieve there. So this is good. This frees up resources for us. Because the fruit gatherer and the forester cart don't get lost. You can use them somewhere else. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Also, I have somehow the urge to sell a couple of my medicinal herbs, but I'm a little bit reluctant towards that plan. Anywho, let's check out where we can place down another fruit gatherer and another forester, because I feel like this is a pretty important thing for our town here. Look at that. This is looking good for him, if you ask me. So we're going to put this down like that again. And since the hunter and... Oopsie. Do I have a wild card? Hunting lodge. Since the hunting lodge and the other buildings influence each other positively, we're definitely going to slap down one more here. Even if it is going to be a very unproductive building all in all. That's okay. The benefit is that it's going to push the output of my other buildings, and that's already worth a lot. So, housing too far, okay. Then let's smack down a couple of houses here as well. I mean, we need more living space anyway, so it's totally fine. Now, expansions. We definitely should claim that province there. And while we're at it, just the next. And while we're at it, just the next. So now all that room down there is mine. I like that. Searching through the crates, I find motivation. Every 1% happiness above 60% gives productivity. This is a good late game card. For now, we're just going to slap these cards into our inventory. I love this new inventory. It's so good. Okay, now. I don't need anything for the moment. I have a yearly consumption of these. We're really low on money now, though. So our yearly consumption of medicinal herbs is not that high, so let's sell a couple of them. Every overproduction is, at the end of the day, not good for me, because if stuff is just lying around, I don't have any profit out of that either. So, you know, I'll just leave it like that. Sell them. So yeah, homelessness is going to be an issue soon again. We now have more people than living space. And it's autumn again, and this time, you know, we're just going to go for the same strat as last year. I like that. This worked out really decently. So let's buy some papaya because it's cheaper. And buying ourselves some food now for the transitioning phases sounds for me like an absolutely decent decision. Yeah, they're leaving town because of homelessness. I know, I know. We need more builders. We need more everything. Seriously. Right now, this is a pretty difficult transition phase for our city. And I probably should start researching markets, because markets will be absolutely imperative to get this area here rolling correctly. Because as of now, the biggest issue is that our people here don't have the best logistical connection to the rest of the grid. What I try to say with that is our food is being produced at a different point than where it is eaten. And the markets, let's show it to you here, Logistics 3, Warehouse, Trading Company, here, Market, supplies anything a household needs within its radius. And that's the thing. Let's research that. I think this is going to solve a lot of my problems. And we got enough food. So yeah, food imports. We don't import everything. We only import a portion. But this seems to save my bacon here. Let's keep selling a couple of other things while we're at it. I don't want any cards here. Immigrants sound nice, but I don't really need it as of now. What I'd really need is just, I don't know, a more stable income of food and some way to stabilize the situation for my population. So we could improve fishing tools. So we'd be needing iron tools for that. I mean, with that kind of income, it is not really any problem anymore. So let's go for that. Tools. So am I able to buy a complete bunch? Yes, I am. And that's what we do. Don't mind the costs of that, not at all, because we simply can't afford it, you know. Another thing, we obviously have so many medicinal herbs that we're going to sell even more. It is still a vast overproduction. I somehow overdid myself a teensy bit there. I have no clue why this farm is just not getting done. It's kind of a tragedy, not gonna lie, because, yeah, we could actually have a bit of a better situation here. Let's turn off that windmill. I did a mistake there. Immigrants want to join my city. Hell yeah. Come on in, dudes. And maybe that'll solve part of the problem, because, you know, they're producing flour, and flour is not eatable. You need it to bake bread, but on its own, it's not usable. And I'd rather have the wheat turned into beer right now. So we don't need any of these cards. I mean, I could just go crazy and... Wood is out? Okay, let's buy some. And steal from the neighbors the whole time and whatnot, but for one, I've seen a notification which looked like there is an recurring penalty for doing this. And the other thing is, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. We're a trade nation, and I dislike the idea of us stealing from our neighborhood here. That much. I mean, I'm a role player at heart. There we go. Yeah, people are leaving town now because of homelessness. That's not a big surprise. Not a big surprise. Now, then let's counter that with more housing. There we go. Market card. So we can't expand our housing further into that direction, so let's toss a market right here. I'm choosing this border here so the market reaches as many houses as possible. So let's hope that this works like I imagine it does, because I honestly haven't tried out markets yet. So looks like there's a lot of game around there, which we could just hunt. Another idea that crosses my mind there when I see that. So what can we research here as well? Woodcutting yield. These technologies are super cheap. They don't need much tech, and therefore I like them. Alright. Let's see. We still eat a lot more food than we produce. But stuff's getting under control slowly. Okay, so is there anything else I want to research? I mean, baking is cool and all, but without coal, no baking. Border protection, blacksmith. Foreign Relation Embassy. Warehouse. Yes, please. This is going to be a longer project. It's 27 minutes on the record, but I don't care. Honestly, I really don't care. Because I'm so sick and tired of these storage dumps out there. And I'd love if the dev of the game would decide that we'd get those warehouses a little bit earlier. Or small warehouses at least. I don't know. Oh, auto export and auto import. Yeah, now we're talking. So let's see. I want to sell that cocoa automatically. We produce 117 cocoa per year. So max trade amount per round. Target inventory. Ah, wonderful. That's a better thing. So we want a target inventory of that stuff of 0 right now. This is just an export good. The maximum trade amount per round should be just as much as it is possible because we really don't care. Next amount, trade amount next round. So, okay. So this place can only do a maximum trade of 120, but the difference between this place and those here is that this thing does its job completely automatically, whereas these need to be configured. But on the other hand, these are much more efficient in terms of quantity. This is a pretty small thing. Cool. Cool stuff. Lots of nice features have been implemented in this game while I was away, and I love it. So let's upgrade that coal mine into the medieval ages. Increase these here and there, because, you know, all these upgrades are super valuable. Super, super valuable. The iron smelter doesn't have enough input. Well, I'm not too surprised about that. I don't know if it was a smart choice, or if it wouldn't be smarter to just import the finished iron bars. I'm still a little bit I'm a little bit torn about this question, okay? Now, let's export our other stuff. I'll rather... yeah, well, whatever. We have enough medicinal herbs. I don't need to worry about that at all. So our silly dudes are actually using the iron tools instead of the stone tools, so we could start exporting the stone tools here at this point, because we keep eating the other tools, so... Now, I want to check out what we can achieve with these new tools. So the potter can be increased to the medieval ages, and I obviously need some bricks. Improve kiln, more workers. Right now, a little bit reluctant to that. Clay pits, okay. Improve fishing tools. Oh yeah, I wasn't able to do that the other day. So here you see each batch gets upgraded quite massively by that. And that's why I like to buy larger stockpiles of tools once in a while. Alright, we don't need a market. I am quite tempted to go for more of that trading. We have 20 grand. Wow. Sick. Okay. So under these circumstances, let's just buy another round of food here. With that kind of money. With that kind of money, trading is not a problem. I know the food reserves are low, but we should not worry about that too much. Let's buy ourselves some bricks, because obviously we need those. And then I want to check out what I can upgrade. So, stone insulation and hearth fireplace. I think these are... oh man, I wish you could just upgrade that globally. That would be a cool feature. Like, want to upgrade that everywhere? That'd be cool. Don't you agree? Now, we got the coal mine running. That means, why on earth is this thing still not done? What other buildings, construction orders are there? These here. Okay. Strange. It's weirding me out hard that... now it's finally getting built. This thing... I mean, I'm recording this episode around like half an hour already, and they're still hasn't been a work on that, even though I put this onto priority. Sucks. But whatever. So with that kind of money, oh, I can raid, attack unfortified provinces for money and influence. Nah, we rather just train ourselves a couple of units for self-defense because we are a trade nation. Personally, don't see a trade nation raiding their environment too much or something like that. Doesn't make too much sense for me. So let's see, let's buy ourselves some bars. I mean, come on, it's 7 grand. And the ore, okay. The iron ore, oh, I have that stuff in the inventory actually already. Oh, whatever. We're going to buy ourselves a nice stack of ingots, and we're gonna work that stuff out. By the way, is there any source of iron ore here? Okay, unlock province conquering. You can now conquer opponents' provinces with your army. Okay, must be next to my territory. So, unlock Vassalization. You can now vassalize another city with your army. To vassalize another city, click Vassalize on the target town. Okay, so vassal thingies have to pay taxes to me. Alright. Okay, here we go. Unlock Iron Mine. It's very, very far away, but I wanted to have it. And owning territory always gives you a nice income boost, so I found it a quite useful thing. Alrighty, now we got tons of wool again, so let's sell that stuff off. Who would have thought that our sheep would be such a massive source of income? Certainly not me. There we go. So spent a ton of money, and I'm rich again. Okay, so now we got this building on pause. We got these here down, so it's time to unleash the pita bakery. And I'm going to consider the construction of a furniture workshop quite soon as well. But I'd love to have yet another forester first, so probably we should just check if we can't get ourselves another triple combo here. So let's get ourselves a forester. So we can get yet another income of wood here. Now, the same rules as usual apply. We want a fruit gatherer and we want a hunter's lodge here. Just because I love the synergy between these buildings. Housing is too far, so we're going to slap 2 houses next to this one too. And as usual, the storage yard should not be forgotten. Now, another thing that I want to see done is I want that stone out of the way here. And after that, let's connect that to our road system. And I think with that kind of timber income, even with our decreased income from lumbering, we should be fine now. Alrighty. Seems like we're also getting a grip over our food production by now. Nice. So who would have thought? I think the upgrades of the fishing lodges did a great deal of an increase. We can now also consider putting productivity books into our sheep ranches here, because, you know, they are the major source of my income, so why not? Oh, look at that. Most of them already had. Now, another thing I like to have here is the coal mine shall have a productivity upgrade, and let's see, the windmill, of course, needs to be in motion now, and I don't want to have more than 300 flour, because otherwise I'm afraid the windmill might even eat up my income here. I don't know if it's really that problematic, but I want to make sure that it's not a problem. So, the markets. Upgrade worker slots. So, look at that. The markets are actually... Holy crap, look at this. This is a market? Boy. Cherry. Yeah, workplace market. Holy crap. So they pick up stuff from everywhere and deliver it to the houses. Nice. So... just wondering how I could implement the hauling services then correctly. Feel free to drop me a comment if you have a good idea about that, because honestly, these hauling services look like crap to me. Sorry about that, but I think the logistics office will be the better thing. Haul specified resources from within the radius. That's even a more powerful thing. But we'll see about that. Convert enemies' houses into spy nests to steal influence from the target player. Jeez. That's creepy. Now, let's go for a tequila distillery research, because, you know, we can go for agaves, and that's a great thing. So, oh, warehouses are actually something you just build like that. Ah, neato. Well, let's then build a handful of those. So you get 30 storage slots out of these. 30. In a room where you would get like 2, 4, 1, 2, so it's 6 storage yards wide. One storage yard offers, I can't remember. How much space does a storage yard offer? I want to know how much more efficient it is. 4. So it eats the space for 6 of these, so 24 versus 30. Okay, not as efficient as I'd like it to be. So all in all, well, it didn't seem like this is too good. Dang. All right. And also, our luxury production is absolutely not sufficient, but, well, I'm not too surprised about that. Immigrants want to join? Absolutely. We're at the moment extremely able to sustain ourselves. So, I'm down. Now, we can upgrade our clay pits. And let's upgrade the potter now. Alright. The only thing I'm wondering is, where is the coal? Like, seriously, we should be producing coal by now. How's the icon looking like here? So, are we eating our coal directly? Or what's the matter? Anywho, my friends, it's another time to say goodbye for this episode. So, looks like we have put our city into a stable situation for now. I think there's going to be a huge mess and a huge pile of problems with the logistics up ahead, but well, we'll see about that. In games like these, logistics are, at the end of the day, always a pain. Thanks a lot for watching. Drop me your comments down below. I asked a couple of questions in the course of the episode, so maybe you know some answers or you just want to tell me something. I'm down for both. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course consider subscribing. There's daily content coming up from my side. I'd be super happy to have you. See you soon, and have a wonderful day.